held inside a non-insulated cylinder. That means this is not insulated. That means heat will interact with the system to a surrounding using a piston of mass 25 kg. Mass of the piston is 25 kg, and area of the cross section of the piston is 100 centimeter square, and stoppers of negligible area, right? As shown in figure, the initial pressure of the system is 200 kilopascal and temperature 400 degrees centigrade respectively. The ambient pressure is also given, that means surrounding condition is also given in terms of pressure and temperature. It is 100 kilopascal and 27 degrees centigrade. The temperature of air inside the cylinder at which the piston will begin to move. This is your begin to move. That means just start to move. That means just start to move, right? So this is our arrangement. Now, since the inside pressure is higher than the outside pressure, so piston naturally the piston will move up, but due to stopper, the piston doesn't allow to move up. So the inside pressure is higher than the outside pressure, and also the inside temperature is higher than the outside temperature. So automatically the heat will release from the system to the surrounding. Now, when heat is released to the system from its surrounding, so heat will release from system to the surrounding. So the pressure of the system and temperature of the system will continuously reduce. So once the pressure is at 100 kilopascal and 27 degree centigrade temperature, this is your, that is, if the pressure inside the cylinder will reduce at from 200 degrees centigrade and temperature will reduce because of heat transfer, the piston will try to fall down. So at first of all, at what pressure? So first of all, we are calculating that. So first we are calculating at which pressure piston will move down. So for that, what is the free body diagram of the piston? What is the free body diagram of the piston? This is our piston, and this is our atmospheric pressure. How much this is atmospheric pressure? So P infinite, and also there is a weight pressure due to piston, because weight mass of the piston is given, and this is your pressure at which the piston will fall down. Now if you calculate this pressure, so for that, at equilibrium, that means quasi equilibrium process. So pressure P is given by P infinite plus P of piston. What is the infinite pressure? 100, what is the piston mass by area, weight by area, m into g divided by area of the piston into 10 to the power minus 3. Why? Because this is a kilopascal. Now to put that, this 100 plus 25 cross 10 g is given area 100 cross 10 to the power minus 4 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilopascal. So after calculating, it is 125 kilopascal. So if the system pressure, that means initially the system pressure is 200 kilopascal. Initially the system pressure is 200 kilopascal, and when it start to fall down, what is the inside pressure? The inside pressure is 150 kilopascal. That means at this pressure, that means that means means at 125 kilopascal pressure, piston will move down, right? So now, since heat will release from the system to the surrounding, so its pressure automatically fall down, and at this pressure the piston will start to move down, but along with the temperature will reduce, so since heat continuously rejecting from system to the surrounding, so pressure and temperature both are reduced, and that reduced pressure is 150 kilopascal, and at this pressure piston will just fall down. So what is the temperature at this point? Since the cylinder is non insulated, it will lose heat to the surrounding, and its temperature will decrease consequently. Its pressure will also decrease from 200 kilopascal. So we need to find the temperature when pressure inside cylinder drop to 125 kilopascal, right? Since volume of cylinder remains constant, right? Volume of cylinder remains constant during this process of heat rejection. So you don't confuse that when the you don't think like that when the heat will release, so pressure will reduce, temperature will reduce. When the pressure will reduce, the piston will fall down and its volume will reduce. So how can we say that the volume is constant? No, it is given just begins to move. That means just it separate from its stops. So we assume that during that the piston is still at that position but lose the contact. That means just start to move. That means it lose the contact from the lose contact um, from its stop. That means if this is very high pressure, this is very high pressure. So how can you lose the contact? So when it is very high pressure as compared to atmospheric pressure, so the piston will push the stop. So the stop is damaged at somewhat. So for save the stop, we are just to try that the piston just contact to the stops. So we want to that the continuous heat will reject from the system to the surrounding. So if we continuous heat will reject, automatically pressure will reduce. So pressure will reduce, so temperature also reduce. At what temperature the contact is loose? So it is like that. So in this case, volume is constant during this situation. So for air, what is that? P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Since volume is fixed, this will cancel out. So what is P1? 200. Mind it, the temperature is always Kelvin. 400 plus 273 is equal to 125 by T2. So what is the value of T2? T2 is 420.625 Kelvin, or in degree centigrade 147.625 degrees centigrade. So at this temperature, at this temperature of the system, piston will lose the contact from stop. And what is the pressure here? The pressure is 125. So this is our piston. If this is very high pressure, you lose pressure. Again you lose pressure. Again you, so if it is 200, if you release heat. If this is a, see like that, if this is a 200, if the temperature is 180, when lose its temperature, lose its heat, so piston will fall down? No. When its temperature 160, piston will fall down? No. When just it is 125 degrees, 125 Kelvin, when it is just how much temperature? 147. When it is just temperature approximately 147 degrees centigrade from its 400, the piston will start to move down, and during that the pressure will fix. Why this pressure is fixed? Why? Because the piston will fall down at a quasi static equilibrium process. Okay, thank you.